This video is going to show how to find and correct 3D DRC errors in OrCAD X Presto. While designing a board based on the mechanical enclosure will help avoid collisions between components in the enclosure, checking for collisions and viewing the design in 3D is the most effective way to ensure fitment in all dimensions and avoid costly respins. Start by opening the provided design in OrCAD X Presto. First, we need to define the 3D constraints for this board. To do this, select Tools, Constraint Manager from the menu. The Constraint Manager window opens. Select the 3D domain from the worksheet selector. Expand 3D Clearance, Constraint Set, and select the Component-to-Component worksheet. An empty constraint table opens in the Constraint Manager. To create a new 3D constraint set, select the plus sign. The Create 3D CSet window opens. Enter Package to Package for the name, set the CSet usage to Spacing 3D, and click OK to create the CSet. The worksheet is populated with an empty table where component-to-component spacing values can be defined. To add a value, select Add Row at the bottom of the table. The Create Clearances window opens. Here you can define the components to create the rule for and the required spacing. Select 1x6 lock in the From Component table. Click and drag in the To Component table or press Ctrl-A on the keyboard to select all listed components. This will create a rule between the 1x6 connector and all other components on the board. Enter 0.254 for the horizontal and vertical 3D clearances. Click OK. The relationships and constraints are automatically created and added to the table in the Component-to-Component worksheet. Now let's assign the new constraint set to the board. Select the 3D Clearance Design Component-to-Component worksheet. Select the cell under Referenced Package to Package 3D CSet for the board. Select Package to Package from the drop-down menu. The constraint set is assigned and will be checked on the board when analysis is run. Constraint analysis must be activated before any DRC errors are reported. To do this, select Analyze Analysis Mode from the menu. The Analysis Modes window opens. Here you can enable and configure checks for any type of constraint in the design. Select three-dimensional components from the list on the left. Select the On checkbox for Mark All Constraints to activate the constraint check. Click OK to save the settings and close the window. Close the Constraint Manager. Back in the main Presto canvas, view the Properties panel for the board. A pie chart is shown in the DRC subpanel, showing one 3D error in the design. Select the hyperlink for DRC errors. The search panel opens to show the list of errors in the design, in this case, a clearance error between connector JP2 and the enclosure. Double-click the error to be brought to its location on the board. Hover your cursor over the error marker for more information. The error reports a collision, as indicated by an actual spacing value of 0. 3D DRC errors are better visualized in the 3D mode. To activate the 3D mode, select the Visibility tab at the side of the window. Select the Display mode in the Visibility panel. Under General, select 3D for the mode. The 3DX canvas opens with the same error visible. Click and drag the middle mouse button to pan the view. Hold Shift on the keyboard and click and drag the middle mouse button to rotate the view. Select the hyperlink for DRC errors again to open the search panel. Double-click the error to be brought to its location. The view is panned to connector JP2, which quite obviously collides with the enclosure. Let's return to 2D mode to fix this. Open the Visibility panel and select 2D to return to the 2D view mode. Select the Move mode from the toolbar. Select the connector to attach it to your cursor. Move the connector such that it is directly under the hole in the enclosure, which is approximately the same X position and just above the start of the capacitor array to the right of it. The traces are adjusted automatically but are creating additional collisions with the other pins. This can be corrected by sliding the traces. Select the Slide mode from the toolbar. Click to select a trace, move the mouse to adjust it, then click again to place it. Adjust the traces of JP2 such that they do not intersect with any of the other pins on the connector or the IC. When finished, choose the Select mode from the toolbar or press Escape on the keyboard. We can now verify the fix in 3D. Open the Visibility panel and select the 3D mode. View the connector in the 3D canvas. The connector passes through the hole in the enclosure and the error is cleared. Quickly find and correct 3D DRC errors with the 3DX canvas and OrCAD X Presto. For more tutorials, Visit us at resources.ema-eda.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.